Okay, so there we go. That's the end of the Cowboys game. And I tell you, man, we should have won that game. I know Sam Darnold came out there and played his bahonkus off, but we should have won that game, man. I mean, I didn't think he was playing that good. We should have got after his ass and sacked him more. I just don't know what happened to the team. We had plenty of talent on the defensive line, but we've lost David Irving, Taco Charlton, Randy Gregory. I mean, those three guys, man, were killing it for us. Every time David Irving was in there, he got after the quarterback. Same thing with Randy Gregory. He was pretty good. Taco Charlton, you can say what you want, but he got sacks. I thought we couldn't get after the quarterback, and he was just sitting in the pocket and had tons of time. The only time we sacked the quarterback really is when we had a blitz. That's got to change. We don't have any good linemen this year. That's the problem. And when I'm looking at the Cowboys' schedule, we just lost to the 0-4 Jets. We've got the Eagles, the Vikings, the Patriots, the Bills, the Bears, the Rams, and the Eagles again. Well, I'll leave out the Bears. The Bears are tough. The Rams and the Eagles again. If we lost to the Eagles, Patriots, one at the Vikings, Bills, Rams, and Eagles, we would be 8-8. We have a terrifically difficult rest of our schedule, and we're losing. And let me tell you something. The only difference in this year's team and last year's team is the offensive coordinator. That's it. I didn't, we got Scott Linehan, right? We go 13-3, 9-7, and 10-6, and win a playoff game with Scott Linehan. But somebody's got something wrong with him. They hate his guts. It's his fault we lost the playoff game. We get rid of him. We get a new offensive coordinator. Now here we are, struggling. Because Cowboy fans don't know what they're talking about. They want to place the blame on somebody who it isn't their fault. They point out how much we scored in those 3 years. We only scored 17 points. We only scored 13 points against the Saints. We didn't score very much because that's the type of offense Scott Linehan had. A run-heavy, ball-control offense. But let me tell you something. Like this game, they wouldn't have scored that much because Linehan would have ran the ball and we would have drove all the way down the field on 8-minute drives every time we got the ball. That's what he did. He's 52 years old. He's 50-something years old. You fire a 50-something-year-old who's got years of experience for a 27-year-old. I can't think of a more stupid thing to do. So here we are. We can't score the whole first half for the second time in a row. We're down 21-3. Last game we were down 33-3. And people say, well, that's okay because we do good in the second half. That's not okay. You have to score the whole game. You can't take half the fucking game off. You can't do it. You can't take half the game off. It's stupid. You're not going to win that way. Had we scored 3 more points in the first half, had we been able to muster 6 points, we would have won this game. That's it. But people are like, oh, don't talk bad on no young kid. Just because he's young don't mean he's dumb. He could be a young super genius. Get your feelings out of football. Just because you're young and somebody else is young don't mean you have to take up for them. Just because I live in Texas and somebody else lives in Texas doesn't mean I'm going to take up for them and cause my team to lose because of it. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. I don't know what to say. Sam Darnold tore us up. We didn't have a pass rush. You know, he had too much time in the pocket. They were able to get after us. You know, maybe if we get our tackles back and get Amari Cooper back, we'll do better. But meanwhile, in the NFL, you have other teams. The Texans beat the Chiefs. They're out there looking like world beaters while we're losing to 0-4 teams. The Saints win again with a backup quarterback. You know? The 49ers beat the Rams, the underdog 49ers. They're beating. Meanwhile, teams in the league are beating good teams. I mean, Texans beat the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. Don't let your feelings get in the way, Cowboys fans. That's what's tore this team down. Okay? Scott Linehan went 13-3, 9-7, 10-6. That's good. Okay? Anyways, though, it just... I don't know what to say. The only difference in this year's team and last year's team is the offensive coordinator. That's it. You know? But people don't understand a slow, run-the-ball, low turnover offense. They don't understand how that's good. So they sit there and shit-talk Linehan. Get drunk and shit-talk him. Now we're losing. Thank you very much, Cowboys fans.